Hello! Today we're off to go wedding dress shopping. I am getting married in September of next year, and my fiance, my wonderful, beautiful fiance Alex, is from Florida. So we decided to drive down to Florida to meet up with his mom and my grandma so that we could go wedding dress shopping in Tampa, which was super cool. We made an appointment at this really fancy place. It's called Ivory and Lace. It was beautiful. They seemed so nice on the phone. And I got to try on some beautiful gowns. This first one was probably my favorite that I tried on. It was A-line and very, top was beautiful. It's all beaded, but it's like white pearlescent beads. Amazing. My family, however, hated it. They said it looked like fishnets and that I should not get it, and they didn't like it at all. Which is hilarious because before that, they kept telling me, it's your wedding day, you can get whatever you want to, make sure you feel great in it. Well, as we kept going, I kept trying on more dresses. There's another A-line one that I really liked, but it had a huge train and it was all glitter. Literally the train left glitter all the way through the store. It was insane. And it was huge and it was very, very heavy. It was pretty. I liked the tank top and the way that the V hit and everything like that. It fit really well. I did have a problem with this store though. My consultant wasn't super friendly, so she kept kind of putting me in gowns that were not my size. So I am a plus size bride. I'm wearing an 18 in wedding dresses. They run small, and there's nothing I have been plus size my whole life. I'll never not be plus size. And I'm not going to change myself for one day. I'm healthy and happy, so as long as I stay that way, then I'm always going to be plus size. So I'm trying on these gowns, and I knew it was going to be kind of hard, but this place specifically was supposed to carry the plus size gowns that I was looking for. It was a specific brand called Morley. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And this consultant though felt the need to keep putting me in size 2 sample gowns instead of the size 18, size 20, size 22 sample gowns that they had on the floor that I was asking to try on. She wasn't listening to me. She just kept putting me in things that I really didn't want to be in. She just kept putting me in dresses. We were there for an hour and a half, and I think I tried on, no joke, 15 gowns. And I hated almost all of them, except the first two I was speaking about. I really liked both of those. I liked them because they were my size. And then she put me in a mermaid gown that I liked quite a bit, but it didn't feel like me, it didn't feel like my thing. The whole time though, the consultant felt the need to make comments about me giving her a workout when she was trying to pin me in these dresses, and that she had dressed brides bigger than me, but most of the brides were smaller than me when they came in, and I just overall felt so uncomfortable. Even though I liked the mermaid dress that the last one I tried on, I would have never bought a gown there even if I loved it, because I was so incredibly upset and uncomfortable that I just didn't feel like I could give them that business. I was so sad and so disappointed. We came specifically to get a dress there, and I just was not impressed at all. And I think this is something that plus size brides can really struggle with. Consultants don't always realize what they're saying, I guess. She was a very small woman, and she asked me if I was going to lose weight for the wedding and things like that. It was just kind of a very, very rude experience, and I was crying by the end of it because I was so upset. And I want to say to any plus size brides that are trying on dresses, you do not deserve that. We deserve just as good of an experience as anyone else, and we deserve to be happy and feel beautiful and confident in the dress that we choose for the biggest day of our lives. Now, all that said, after we left that store and I was devastated, we found out that there was a David's Bridal down the street. Now, I had not wanted to go to David's Bridal. I felt as though they wouldn't have, it's a chain store. If you live in the US, then you know it is very common. And I felt as though they wouldn't have my size because it's a chain store, so most of the time I have to order things when I go to other chain stores and things like that. So my mom and my grandma convinced me to try it. So we drive down and we're just walking in. The place is packed. It is so busy in there. So I'm like, we're never gonna get an appointment. Like, nobody's gonna be there for us. So we walk up to the lady and she says, hi, what are you looking for? Like, who are you? What do you need? And I said, like, I'm a bride. I'm looking to look at wedding dresses. I don't have an appointment. Is there any way you guys can fit me in? And she said, oh yeah, give us a half hour. Go ahead and look around and we'll squeeze you in right away. Which was amazing. So there's a McDonald's on the street. Half of my party goes to get some food because at this point we're starving. And I'm looking around. Basically, the way that they have it set up is they have like a U shape of sample gowns. Of gowns that you can be like, I like this one, and this one. Well, then they pull them in your size. So you can try it on in your size. Which is insane. That has to be so many dresses. So I'm looking around, not even 10 minutes later, a consultant comes up to me. She's super kind, and she's like, what are you looking for? Tell me about your wedding. Tell me about your fiance, which is something that the lady at the last store didn't do. She didn't even ask me the date of my wedding. She just went full on into try this. So this consultant is so kind. I pick out like 4 or 5 dresses, and she goes, okay, I'm gonna put you in a room and I'll be back. Every single dress she came back with was in my size. It zipped on the first time. It looked amazing. Because if you're a plus size bride, you know, it doesn't matter if you're plus or bride. If you're a bride, you know that they look like, any girl knows that a dress looks different if it fits you. So I have a little bit more up top. So when I try on things that are too small, it doesn't look the same because it doesn't sit at the right place. So I can't tell if I like it or not. I might love it or I might hate it. No one can tell. So these were all in my size. I got to try all of them on. She got me shoes. She had veils that she had me try on, jewelry, all of this, and it was an incredible experience. Not to say that I bought my dress and I'm so incredibly in love with it and so happy and so excited. And I got it in Florida, like I said. They're shipping it back to Northern Indiana for me because I couldn't be down there. So I get to go to my David's Bridal that's near me and get it altered. And they gave me information on bridesmaids gowns. So the time that I need to get the date that I need to get mine altered, I can go in and get bridesmaids gowns. Because they give you a timeline of when you should, like, we do this, and this in these times. So, like, it takes this many months to get that, it takes this many months to get that. So this is when you need to get, like, literal dates of, like, a deadline when I need to be in. Which is amazing, because if you're planning a wedding, you know that there's 8 bajillion dates that you have in your head, because you're trying to get everything done and make sure everybody's on time, everything's there. I had the most incredible experience. This is not a sponsored video, but I would very much like to say to David's Bridal that I am obsessed with my dress, and I thank them so much for how kind. My bridal consultant in the Tampa one, her name was Deanna, sweetest woman, and she helped me so much. By the end, I was also crying, but for a much different reason. I was so happy and so content. When I left, I don't think I could have ever been happier with the service and the things that I got. So honestly, my thoughts are wedding dress shopping is hard and it's scary, and there's a lot of things that can go wrong, and I never anticipated I was going to have a bad experience. But don't ever let the bad experience, like, take away from that day that gets to be yours, especially if you're with your family to go pick them out, your family and your friends. Everybody was there for me, and you can find another shop. It doesn't matter what name brand your wedding dress is, unless that's like your die-hard need it brand. It matters that you love how you look and you love how you feel, and you have somebody that reminds you that you're beautiful no matter what size you wear. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.